Sew a necktie. Wearing a necktie gives your formal suit that extra boost to stand out. This is why most men who know and value the benefits of making a great impression take longer in choosing their necktie over deciding which suit to wear. Neckties also make excellent gifts that speak volumes about your taste. Since selecting a tie is very much a personal choice, it is not a good idea to just grab the first necktie that you see from a store display. If you do not find the perfect necktie to go with your suit, why not try to make one that would best suit your style? This way, you get to choose the pattern, fabric, and size that would go best with your frame. Look at the different sizes and style and decide how your tie would look like. Go online and look at the different selections of necktie available in hundreds of online stores. Decide on the look that you want to copy for your own necktie. Do you favor the skinny tie or would you rather make a wider piece? Do you plan to make a plain or patterned tie? Get your inspiration and color theme before going to the fabric shop. Go to the fabric store and purchase the materials that you need. Now that you know what look you are going for, visit your local fabric store and buy at least half a yard of fabric. The best ties are made of silk, but you can also make one from cotton or wool. Fabric blends are also great alternatives if you are looking for a less expensive option. Make sure to stay away from polyester. This fabric is very cheap, and it results to cheap-looking ties as well. You will also need to buy the following for this sewing project: matching thread, half a yard of fusible wool which will serve as your lining, and a tie pattern. You will be using the following equipment, so make sure that you have these at home: measuring tape, a marking pencil, a sharp pair of scissors, an iron, your trusty sewing machine, some silk pins, and a needle for hand sewing. Prepare the fabric for sewing. Gently unroll the silk fabric and make it smooth using your hands. Position your tie pattern on the silk and trace it. Generally, you should have 3 pieces for the necktie and another piece for the lining. You will also need to cut another 3 pieces for the tipping and keeper. Cut along the traced line on a bias angle of 45 degrees. If you have a rotary cutter, go ahead and use it. Set your iron on low heat. If your iron model has a silk setting, use that, and press it over the fabric pieces. Do not move the iron to prevent leaving shiny marks on the material. Consult the pattern and mark where you need to sew the tie's tipping. Be sure not to draw on the right side of your silk fabric. Start sewing the parts together. Position the right side of your tipping on the wrong side of your tie fabric. Make a few stitches to attach these two pieces together. Continue sewing the edges, making sure that it is smooth and the edge is sharp. A good tip is to use a triangular shaped board to help you shape the bottom part. Next, you need to sew the tipping small end onto your tie. Turn the bottom ends and top inside out and smoothen the fabric using your fingers. Sew the main pieces of the tie fabric with the lining fit snugly against the ends of the necktie. Fold both sides of the fabric and let it overlap at the center line. Secure the flaps with silk pins. Roll the keeper into a small tube and sew the ends together. Position it carefully under the silk folds and attach it to the tie with some stitches. Flatten the keeper and attach both sides onto your tie. Close your tie using a hidden stitch. For the bottom and top of your tie, you can utilize a slip stitch. Be careful not to poke your needle out of the other side of the tie. Once you finish sewing the pieces together, remove any wrinkles that you have made on the fabric by steaming the creases away. Hold the steam iron an inch from the fabric and let the steam pass over the material. Smooth the surface using your hand.